8:36, Big 550, KTRS. The director of Motown the Musical will be joining us here right after our next segment. This is a half hour of power here. We got some heavyweights.
I know.
Kat Neville from Feast Magazine, all sponsored by our friends at Jimmy's on the Park. Jimmy's on the Park, 716 to Munn in Clayton. Call them at 725-8585 or their website, jimmyscafe.com. Good morning, Kat Neville from Feast Magazine.
Good morning, McGraw from KTRS.
There you go. Let's get a couple of restaurants going on.
Well, the first thing I want to mention is Pizzaioli, which is a new Neapolitan-style pizza place in Soulard, and the address is 1928 South 12th Street. And it is small, actually very small. And if you are not familiar with what Neapolitan-style pizza is, when you walk into this space, you see the wood-fired oven like directly in the back. And so a Neapolitan-style pizza, it's a very specific style. You use double zero flour, which is the finest flour, and the crust is chewy and has a really nice kind of slightly sweet yeasty flavor to it. The pizzas are cooked from 60 to 90 seconds in a wood-fired oven that has to be at least 800 degrees.
Really?
Yes, and it's a very simple pizza in that, excuse me, traditionally it's either an olive oil base, or if it's tomato, it's crushed tomatoes that are either like San Marzano Italian tomatoes or plum tomatoes, and then you use the fresh mozzarella. And at Pizzaioli, everything is vegetarian, and they even have which is, so they do have vegetarian like sausage and vegetarian like ground meat if you want to have that on your pizza. But I say go, because I mean the traditional Neapolitan style is like a margherita, which is just buffalo mozzarella, olive oil, tomato, basil. You don't need anything else. It is so delicious. And so when you eat this pizza, it has such a depth of flavor from that wood fired at very high heat. So you get little kind of little char bubbles on the crust, and the tomatoes, they get that really heightened sweetness from that time really close to the fire. And they have the vegan pie that they have called the baba. They actually house make a cashew cheese, and obviously cheese in quotation marks. And then it's with
because it's vegetarian and
vegan. It's vegan. There's no actual dairy.
Gotcha.
Which I know might sound kind of like, why would I want to eat if you're not a vegan? Why would I want? Just try it. It is delicious.
Shut up and try it.
Shut up and try it. Exactly. And it has like a really great simple tomato sauce, and then all of these thin sliced tiny pear tomatoes on top. And then they have a number of different other pies, including one that has smoked mozzarella, which just has a really great flavor to it, because having that smokiness with the wood fired, it's awesome.
All right, where is this now?
It is on 12th Street in Soulard.
Okay, in Soulard.
Yes.
And it's called Pizza
Pizzaioli.
Why have I heard that before?
Well, because it's a term actually used, I believe, for the person who's making the pizza. And so they do have a small and very nice wine list, like with some Italian wine, Sangiovese, and all that kind of good stuff. And then they have a number of local craft beers on tap, Urban Chestnut, all those kinds of guys. And so there's a tiny bar area. You can get pizza that's takeout, and the owner is just a really super nice guy. So welcome them to Soulard.
Pizzaioli sounds great.
Pizzaioli.
Hey, forget about it. All right. What's number two?
Number two is we all are aware that Thanksgiving is coming up. And so I wanted to mention a few places where you can, if you are not, inclined to cook, you can get
like McGraw's house in Cotterville. Come on over. I'm gonna rotisserize my bird.
You're all ready for that, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm cooking.
Right,
by
exactly.
myself. I mean, I got no one to come over. Me and Molly. No, that's fine. And we'll just sit by ourselves.
Sometimes a good thing.
We'll sit by ourselves and have plenty.
Maybe have crazy family.
You'll watch the Macy's Day Parade.
Watch it, and then I'll watch it again. I'll record it, and I'll watch it again.
Then he'll eat some, and then he'll watch it.
Oh my goodness!
All right.
So anyway, there are a number of restaurants that are offering Thanksgiving meals that you can take home.
Oh.
Not that you would necessarily go to the restaurant. So, for example, truffles. We've mentioned the butchery. They are they're offering Buttonwood Farms turkey and everything, like a cranberry compote and pumpkin pie and mashed potatoes, and it's a turkey breast that's been roasted. So they're offering stuff. White Box Eatery, which we haven't talked about yet. We will in the future. It's a new spot in Clayton. They're offering it's pretty traditional, all these places that are offering Thanksgiving meals. You have to order. Obviously, you're going to want to get your order within the next week so that you can go then and pick it up. Kenrick's, which is the beloved spot in South County,
Right.
that is, they're really well known for their meats, and so they've got a great turkey.
So you order it, you pick it up, and you heat it up,
and then you heat it,
and you heat it
exactly.
up.
You're a big fan of smoking your turkey, and
Yes.
so Sugar Fire Smokehouse is offering a smoked turkey dinner that you can get, and then the folks over at Mission Taco are offering. In Mexican families, a lot of them make tamales for the holidays. And so over at Mission Taco, you can order tamales that are stuffed with everything from chorizo to something veg. And as you know, we've talked about this before, they make their own masa. And so the masa that is used in those tamales is fresh, and they make it every single day for use in the restaurant. So these tamales are delicious.
I love the fact that these restaurants have sort of embraced Thanksgiving, and they do their own spin on it. And it's when we were kids, we went to, believe it or not, Plymouth Rock and had Thanksgiving at Plymouth Rock.
I used to live in Massachusetts, and I just love, if you've never been to a Plymouth Plantation, have you been to Plymouth Plantation?
Yeah.
All the historical reenactors, and you can go and watch, the wood, metalsmiths and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's really neat. So to be able to go to,
And they had this thing where they had this house or this barn or whatever, and each family had their own dining room,
Yeah.
and they brought in their own Thanksgiving dinner. So you had Thanksgiving dinner at the place where they had the first Thanksgiving dinner.
And did you dress up as pilgrims?
No, but the woman pulling the feathers out of the bird freaked me out for a minute.
well, what I love about Thanksgiving is that it is a holiday that is just about paying
Yes.
attention to your blessings.
Yes.
And, rather than thinking about what you could, being driven about what can I do next, it's really about just slowing down, spending time,
You got
about being appreciative for what it is that we have. And I think we all have a lot to be thankful for.
You got it. It's the best. All right, quickly, what's going on with Feast Magazine?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are sponsoring a whole bunch of great stuff, and I honestly don't have my list in front of me.
It's outrageous. Feastmagazine.com.
Yes, if you go to the event section of feastmagazine.com,
Good idea.
you will find all of the good stuff that we are sponsoring, and including our monthly Schnucks class is tonight. It is sold out, but if you go, the good folks at Schnucks Cooking School, they co-host a class with us every month, and if you pick up the issue, you can see the menu that we're doing month by month.
Let me give a plug for no other reason than just they're great and they're in the hood. Menino's Markets, their Dutch apple pie.
Ooh. Menino's is great.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Their Dutch apple pie is sinfully
Don't they
delicious.
have really great sausage too?
They got great sausage.
Yeah.
They've got great. The sirloin, the peppercorn sirloin is outstanding.
So they kind of pre-season it for you. You just kind of
Yeah.
stick it on the grill.
You can buy one or the other. Yeah.
Nice.
There's nothing like a good butcher.
Oh no, that's exactly right. We've talked about the rise in
Nothing
craft
like a good
butchering,
butcher.
and that's why.
You got it.
Absolutely.
Feastmagazine.com. Kat, we'll see you at the.
I'll see you next week.
See you
You're
next
here
week.
next Wednesday.
Yes, and then I'm flying off for Thanksgiving in Florida.
All right.
Lovely.
All right, on her bird. Jimmy's on
Yes,
the park.
on my bird.
706 to Munn in Clayton, 725-8585. Been a sponsor of the segment for years. Jimmy'sCafe.com. They are celebrating their 20th anniversary.
That's amazing.
That is
Congratulations.
amazing. Those guys, Jimmy Cristo and the rest of them, do a great job. Celebrating their 20th anniversary, a special 3-course meal for $25 per person. Make your reservation, 725-8585. Jimmy's on the Park, proud sponsor of the segment on the Big 550 KT.